MP for Southern, Roxanne Nelson Dapiamekpo, who has written to the Clerk of Parliament requesting processes for the drafting of a private member's bill to amend the law regulating the legal profession, is backing his position. He explains the move has become necessary because of the challenges being faced by the 2021 cohort of law students who passed but have been refused admission into the Ghana School of Law.
Myself and Susu, I'm bringing him on board. We are saying that the General Legal Council shouldn't have representation from the judiciary. The Chief Justice, the four senior most judges of the Supreme Court shouldn't be sitting on the General Legal Council. And because you see, under the mistake, it gives the General Legal Council a certain mistaken belief amongst people. It creates a certain wrong impression among people as though it's an organ of the judiciary. And therefore, somebody called me and said, why are we... They thought that the judiciary is not to be interfered with. So I had to educate the person. And then he said, oh, really? He's never known. A highly educated, well-placed person. Say he's never known that the General Legal Council is like Ghana, the National ID Authority. We set it up by an act of parliament. So it is the representation that is giving it that false coloration. So we want that false coloration to be taken away. For instance, again, we are saying that the faculty, the law faculty, the accredited law faculties should be empowered to train their lawyers. So you enter the faculty, you read the LLB, the same faculty will train you in the professional courses. They will write one national bar exams. That national bar exams could be organized twice a year. Maybe you write one in February, you write another in July. If you sit for the national bar exams, you qualify, you are called to the bar. If you don't qualify, you look forward to the next one. So Kumasi can train, Legon can train, Jimpa can train, Cape Coast can train, all the accredited faculties can train. These are the kind of reforms we should bring about. The function of the General Legal Council is to promote legal education, not to kill it.
Now, the private members' bill being led by Roxanne Nelson Dapiamekpo, just head the Member of Parliament's Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, is bent on altering the composition of a General Legal Council to exclude, if not limit, the membership of a Chief Justice and other justices of a Supreme Court purely to prevent undue influence. In just 3 days of the submission of a bill to the Speaker, it has generated overwhelming reactions from notable Ghanaians in the legal profession and advocates of jurisprudence. Here is a rap by Roland Walker.
Until today, the debate about the Ghana School of Law admitting students with LLB had yet been a perennial subject of discussion. But it is the bill, the private members' bill being sponsored by Roxanne Nelson Dapiamekpo and Francis Xavier Susu, that now has got everyone talking, and that document hitting nerves. We'll bring you some reactions on Facebook of some notable, if not famous people, as well as ordinary members of the public who have had a say on the subject. We'll first have to start with a notable personality currently heading CDD Ghana, H. Kwesi Prempeh, himself a lawyer, an astute academic, and who in his Facebook post, and I have to read, says, one that I can at least support in principle and also support in good conscience. Now, we also do have broadcaster and legal practitioner Samson Ladi Ayenini also retorting, Mr. Speaker, let this move fastest. Roxanne and also Francis need the support to get this one like yesterday. And then he adds with a hashtag, overhaul Act 32. Now, famous Kweku Asari, and we all do know Kweku Asari, Professor Kweku Asari also adds that the Dapiamekpo Susu bill is not asking too much. It is simply saying all LLB candidates should be given an opportunity to take a licensing exam. He continues, lastly, it is also saying that Supreme Court justices should not be members of administrative bodies whose decisions can come before the courts or lower courts that they supervise. And then adds, appearance matters. Now, we do have a number of personalities. Award-winning journalist Manasseh Azuri also decides to add his voice and says, let the people become lawyers. They won't be paid from your pocket. They won't be bonded. If you have power, then the laws that gave you the power will be amended. Great move by the two members of parliament. And then the public also joins, so we decided to sample a couple of the public views. We have DK Kusi, who is stating clearly, the opposition NDC parliamentarians are doing the most, far better than the many lousy MPP MPs. And so we're going to reward them bigly in 2024 elections, inshallah. And then, of course, we have Kamal Dean saying that sometimes our leaders and GLC forget that at 32, that gives them the power can be amended in favor of the citizens. And then we conclude with Isaka Isefu's post that reads, the intimidation can never stop, as we also have the two members of parliament introducing a private members bill to exclude the Chief Justice and other justices of the Supreme Court from the GLC. But clearly showing that we've had varied views, a number of reactions so far, but we don't know where this is headed.